In this video, we'll talk about how to write logarithmic equations in exponential form. So logarithmic form is written like this: log base b of n is equal to a. Exponential form is written like this: b to the power of a is equal to n. So let's work through a few examples. Let's say we have log base 10 of 100 is equal to 2. This is currently written in logarithmic form. So how can we write this expression in exponential form? Well, we would say 10, we'll start with the base, 10 to the power of whatever we have over here on our right-hand side. So 10 to the power of 2 is equal to whatever we have over here on our left-hand side, this 100. This is exponential form. And if we do this correctly, whatever we end up with should be a true statement. So 10 squared is equal to 100. That is true. 10 times 10 is equal to 100. So that's how we can verify that we wrote it correctly in exponential form. Let's try another example. Let's say we have log base 2 of 16 is equal to 4. So this is currently written in logarithmic form. To write it in exponential form, we'll just say the base, always start with the base, 2 to the power of 4 is equal to whatever we have here on this left-hand side, 16. This is how we would write the expression in exponential form. And once again, we can double check that this is correct by saying, is 2 to the power of 4 actually equal to 16? Yeah, it is. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, that is equal to 16. Let's try another one. Let's say we have log base 25 of 5 is equal to 1/2. This is currently in logarithmic form. How can we write it in exponential form? Well, we'll start with the base, once again, 25. So we'll say 25 to the power of the number on the right-hand side, 1/2, is equal to whatever is over here on the left-hand side, 5. 25 to the 1/2 power is equal to 5. That is how we write it in exponential form. And we can verify once again that this is correct by saying, is 25 to the 1/2 actually equal to 5? Yeah, it is, because the 1/2, that's just another way of writing the square root. So really what this is saying is that the square root of 25 is equal to 5, which indeed it is. Let's try another one. Let's say we have log base 4 of 1/16 is equal to -2. This is currently in logarithmic form. To write it in exponential form, we'll say, start with the base, so 4 to the power of whatever's over here, so -2. 4 to the -2 is equal to whatever we have left over here on the left-hand side, 1/16. This is how we would write it in exponential form. We can verify once again that this actually is a correct statement by noticing that 4 to the power of 2, 4 squared, that's 16, and 4 to the -2. So when we have a negative exponent, we can just write whatever we had on the positive result over 1. So 1/16. So this is a true statement. 4 to the -2 is equal to 1/16. Let's try one more. Let's say we have log base 16 of 1/4 is equal to -1/2. This is currently in logarithmic form. To write it in exponential form, we can say, start with the base, 16 to the power of -1/2 is equal to whatever we have over here on the left-hand side, 1/4. So this is how we would write it in exponential form. And we can verify that this is correct by observing that 16 to the 1/2, or the square root of 16 is 4. So 16 to the -1/2 is just 1/4. So that's correct.